So in this video today, I'm going to show you how you should create a fitness content that actually gets you dream results, high ticket paying clients, and helping you achieve 10K months consistently. Because myself, a couple of years ago as well, when I started, I was just posting for sake of posting, not even understanding what is my target audience. And if you're probably watching this, you're experiencing the same problems. Content feels sometimes overwhelming, sometimes it's difficult to film, because you haven't learned how to actually make content. You just watch these fitness influencers with 100, 200K followings. They get likes, they get followers, so you're chasing that as well. But I can guarantee you they are not making money as much as they should with their big followings, because they just attract people who just are for the content and are for the looks. They definitely will not buy for them. So let's dive into it. So step-by-step system for creating content that's easy, authentic, and actually attracts clients. So my goal is that you can make the content and that converts and never feels forced. So you can use it for daily life, simple storytellings, and some hooks. Because that's, once you understand the system and how you should create it, it's just gonna get easy. So this is gonna be my step-by-step plan. We're gonna discover 5 steps. So start with your energy. So if you feel drained and sometimes content feels like, I don't want to film today, it just takes too much to set it up, or I need to go to the gym to film, and I've been there many times, and if you're not gonna feel that you want to film, if you don't feel that you want to provide value, people gonna sense it, so you want to be as much as authentic as possible. So you can do some examples here, go for a 10-minute walk or hit a gym session, to shift your state, meditate maybe, and get in a mindset that I'm gonna make now content, and this content is gonna change people's lives, and if you go with that mindset into filming, like, your content is gonna crush it, believe me. Maybe listen to a song that pumps you up, or maybe rewatch your client wins, check your client testimonials. Maybe you have some testimonials from clients who have messaged you and that you have changed their lives. For me, that pumps me up so much when I check my client on Slack has messaged me, "Hey Oscar, really appreciate what you have done so far. You have changed my life." That pumps me up. That just wants that this is my mission. Filming content is just gonna help me change more people's lives. Because if you don't produce, don't put yourself out there in the world, you don't sell to people, you're actually doing the service to yourself. Because you let other people who are experiencing health problems, fitness problems, deal with the problems themselves. Because you don't put yourself out there. You don't make the best content as you should to attract them. And maybe those people in 2-3 years can die. So if you also approach that mindset in your work, you're gonna crush it. So what would that, let's say, one content piece, or maybe closing one client, it can change your life and also their life, right? So that is about energy. As I said, the mindset is so important. As I said, first I was just creating content and going with the mindset, putting camera on, but in my mind I'm like, fuck, I don't want to film, So then my energy as well goes in the content, not the best. So step 2 is document and don't create. So you don't need to be a genius or guru. Instead, ask yourself, what did I do, say, or learn today? So always maybe take camera with yourself when going in a gym. Maybe you learn something new from some other guy, or maybe from content. And when you get that click, that new lesson, or maybe your intuition says something that you need to speak, just flip it out. Don't hold it in yourself. Sometimes those pieces are the best pieces. Or maybe you were on a sales call or with a client who were struggling with something, and you kind of help him change his approach, help him to change, yeah, something in his life, in his journey, you know. And if you help him do the same, maybe you can make a content about that, you know, and that's just gonna help so much more people. So yeah, that can that doesn't even need to be like a video, you know. You just can snap a photo or record a 30-second video like this face, you know. So also don't hold yourself back that you need to make this perfect, highly edited content, you know, because you don't have to. You know, I also had the same mistake, like that I need to have perfect video camera, I need to have perfect editing, you know, which of course in some kind of thing helps, yeah, but definitely it's more about information, you know, and the value you give out to people. That's way more important, and that's just gonna be gold. So step 3, follow the story formula. So use the hook, story, shift, lesson, CTA structure from this. So the hook is definitely the most important thing that you should focus in every video, you know, because if your hook is just boring, no one's gonna watch it, especially for short form. Yeah, for YouTube it's a bit different. For short form it's definitely the most important. So your job is stop the scroll, spark curiosity, emotion, or reliability in one sentence. So here are some hook angles that works in fitness. So pain, this is one of the best ones. I have used it many times. So you want that they kind of relate to you. So I hated looking in the mirror, you know, I hated looking how I was looking in my clothes, you know. So you kind of pain and resonate with other people. Curiosity, here's what no one tells you about belly fat. You can like come up with different examples. Belief breakers, I started eating more and lost weight faster, you know. And then people are like, how is that possible? How you can eat more and lose faster, you know? It's just gonna make people more interesting to watch your content. So lack of discipline isn't your problem, this is. That's another good. So here are different more examples. I thought carbs were the enemy, I was wrong. You don't need 2 hours in the gym to get in shape, let me show you how. And then you just explain how you can get in shape by just going to the gym 2-3 times a week, right? And spending 45 minutes, 1 hour each session. This one mindset shift helped me finally stay consistent. If you're tired of starting every Monday, listen to this. So here are some hook examples. So you can use these or just get creative with your offer, and yeah, you're just gonna crush it. So then the second is like kind of story. Make them feel seen, describe the problems they're facing. So, for example, I use it to wake up exhausted even after 8 hours sleep. I'd skip workouts, then binge eat because I felt like I was already failing, you know. Or tell about your client, you know. And this is really powerful, especially if you really understand your niche, your avatar, you know, and the pain they're experiencing, you know, and you kind of can make resonate with your own life. And if you really actually have experience in that pain, you know, that's the best thing that you can do. Like, you're gonna crush it with your content so much. Then the third is like sharing the aha moment that changed your thinking or approach. Like aha moment is like from Russell Brunson, like the one book you need to read for marketing and like making really good content, you know, long form or short form content is, yeah, reading Russell Brunson, The Experts of Secret. You know, that's one of the best books that you can read, and you can understand his like superhero story. Yeah, and this aha moment is from that. So have a read it on it. Yeah, and it's just gonna change your marketing so much. So I use lines like these, then I realized, that's when I click. One day I decided. So then I realized it wasn't about being perfect, it was about showing up on my worst days, even if it was just a walk. So this is gonna make people as well realize like they don't need to go to the gym every day, you know, as long as they are consistent with some small habits, it's gonna help them achieve goals. Then kind of lesson, deliver a principle of truth that your audience can walk away with it. So what's the one thing I'd want someone to take from this? So the lesson, it's not about eating clean 100% of the time, it's about being consistent 80% of the time. Or the same for the workouts, right? What I just was telling. And then CTA, invite them into conversation or community. It doesn't have to always be a hard sell, you know. Like if you want to get in shape, then DM me keyword this. Yeah, it doesn't have to be always like that. You can also share some document, you know, or like free workout program for your specific clients, you know. That's just gonna help them build like more trust. So here are some different CTA options. So you can also use this. These are really good hooks that you can use for your own offer. Yeah. And if you want this full document, just send me a message on Instagram, yeah, that you want like the system for content, and I'm just gonna share it with you. And yeah, so step 4 is using daily themes to stay consistent. So you can rotate these throughout the week. So on Mondays, you could tell about your clients, you know, how Mike lost 17 pounds, maybe behind the scenes, showcasing your daily life, you know, because yeah, you also want that people resonate with you as well, right? Like seeing that you are actually expert, seeing that you are living what you preach. Before after mindset, you know, objection crusher. Like I love this. I call it more actually throwing rocks at your enemies. So you literally can say, here are some examples, you know, you are an online coach, so you can throw rocks at, let's say, personal trainers in a gym, because they can only keep clients accountable 1 hour in a gym, you know, but when you go outside, they don't keep you accountable, where I, as an online coach, can keep you accountable 24/7. Or let's say you are a coach that helps people lose weight with carbs, so you could throw rocks at, let's say, other PTs or different diet methods, for example, keto or intermittent fasting or some other diets, you know, who kind of tells that carbs are bad. So you can literally throw rocks at them, or you can throw rocks at cardio sessions. You know, if you go to the gym every day to do 1 hour cardio sessions, here's why you can get in shape. You know, these are really good content ideas that helps people buy from you. So also, if you are more authentic, really sharing as well your struggles, you know, or maybe your previous struggles in life, that also can be really powerful. You know, mini educations. Maybe you show like how you do 10-20 minute meal prep for the day. You know, maybe you work with busy professionals, that's going to be really helpful. Or you show like a 30-minute workout session in a gym for busy professionals, also super powerful, you know. And then step 5 is like reuse what works, you know, repost viral content in new formats. So for example, you have like a reel that popped out, you know, you can definitely make it in carousel or just a post caption. And maybe one reel really boom, and you can like just reshare it like 2-3 months later, and you're gonna see it again pops out. Turn a successful CTA into a pinned comment or story highlight, and if story hit, retell it with a new angle or insist, you know, if there's some format that really works, you know, gets people to comment or really like, you know, try to implement it more, you know, or maybe it was like kind of the hook you tell, or maybe it was some lesson that really resonated with people, like double down on it, you know, and recreate it in different ways. You can see literally there are lots of like these famous people with different businesses, you know, and they kind of find that one winner, you know, and then after that they just gonna recreate it. For example, like the Ashton Hill, right? The famous guy who just puts his face in a bowl of ice. You know, he just found like this one viral thing, and he just now creates most of the times the same piece of content. You know, because people like it, people kind of resonated with you, and now he has grown crazy. You know, millions of millions every week. So if you find that one winner, you know, after testing, just double down on it and see that it works, right? But yeah, hope this was helpful. If you need this content Notion document, just send me a message on Instagram. I'm gonna send you over it. But I'll see you in the next video.